Gentlemen, we're not supposed to be here.
This is a closed course.
Welcome to Closed Course, presented by Pins and Aces, where the mic is open and the drinks are cold. This is the spot where golf meets good company. Athletes, artists, reality stars, and the pros who live on the greens. From tee boxes to tour buses, from green rooms to greens, we're asking the questions you won't hear anywhere else. We talk sports, we talk life, we talk everything in between. No scorecards, no pressure, just good vibes and stories that'll make you laugh, think, and maybe even grab your clubs. So let's tee it up and let it fly.
All right, guys, welcome back to Closed Course. It's been a while. We got some new faces, but I'm happy to jump into it. So you got me, you got Nick, Blake, and Erik. I'm sure some of you guys have seen social media. Some of these guys have been in and out a little bit. I know Corn Ferry events, stuff like that, but some new faces. So I think we got to jump into this right away, talk about how we met Erik, how we met Blake. I like the Erik story. He was the one we met first. So,
yeah.
Erik, you know that story.
Yeah, who are these
well.
jabronis?
Yeah,
People are going to be like,
guys?
what's going on? Yeah.
Random people up here on the table.
Yes.
Good to be here, though. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. We got some cool things planned.
Yeah, Closed Course is this season coming up, or this, whatever you call it. They can talk about the podcast stuff. We got some cool people coming on here.
For sure, yeah. We got some really cool stuff planned. We're going to stick with it, huh, Nick? Remember?
Don't look at me.
That's the hardest part about podcasting, dude.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Yeah. No, yeah, we're going to we already got some episodes planned, getting ready, so we're going to have a good, hopefully, year-long podcast here. But I'm sure people are curious, who's Erik, who's Blake. They've seen you guys probably a little bit on social media. Erik, tell the story about how we met, because it's a pretty interesting story.
Well, I came in here as a consumer just to buy apparel over the last probably year and a half, and then played around with Dustin Jacoby, a good friend of the brand. And when we were playing, he's completely dripped out head to toe in pins. I was dripped out head to toe in pins, and we were talking about it. And I was like, man, I just need to reach out to these guys and see if we could work together, collaborate, do something, because there's definitely synergy there. So I slid in to y'all's DMs and got a response. Came in the next week and chopped it up, kind of talked about things we could do, who I work with, things I could help, maybe facilitate and bring and support the brand on my side. And here we are.
Yeah.
Now we're all BFFs.
It's been a crazy, it's probably been 8 months now.
Mm-hmm.
7, 8.
long?
Yeah, it's been 7, 8
Probably.
months. It's been kind of wild.
And so what do you do, Erik? Because from my perspective, when Erik came in, a lot of people slide in the DMs and like, oh, I want to come in. Yeah. All right, cool. Erik's got some cool pictures. He's with Trump. He's with famous celebrities, athletes. I'm like, all right, this guy's cool. Okay, he's coming in. And then I think the first, he came in and he was like, do you want to go to, we got this concert next week and this guy likes the brand, some country singer. And I'm like, bro. And then you went back. I think it was Tucker Wetmore.
It was Tucker
right?
Wetmore. That whole thing was so random. As Nick said, there's so many people who were like, "Oh, I can connect you with these guys," and we were like,
next thing
it never pans out.
With
Yeah, it never pans out. And then I think we had never played golf together, and you were like, "Hey, you want to come play Red Rocks on Sunday with Tucker Wetmore's manager?" And I was like, "Nick, I have no idea who this guy is," but I went, had a great time, blah blah blah. And then your guys were like, "Come to the show. We'll send you some stuff he likes." And I thought I was going to show up to the Tucker Wetmore concert and just give him the stuff and then leave. I wasn't sure.
Because you got him a bag and a hat. And
they sent me some stuff hoodies and stuff he liked, polos, all that. And then I was texting Erik, and I've only known him for 2 weeks at this point. I'm like, where am I supposed to come? I just have a box of random shit. And he's like, just come to the back door. So that's what I do, go back there, and it's Tucker Wetmore, you, the manager, and his band. That's it. And I just walk in with this box, and I'm like...
And it was Christmas morning for those
guys. Yeah, and they were pumped. I was like, hey, I got this box of shit for you. And then it was a great time. We drank with them for, a couple hours.
The whole night?
Yeah, the whole night.
Tell them the toast thing, though, because that was funny.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Oh, I remember this, because I went the next night, and I remember you guys talking about
it.
Yeah,
that was a nightmare.
Yeah.
We were because they were it was right before he went on, so we got his band together. I think they did a prayer. Then he was like, all right, put your drink in. And I was standing next to Erik, all right, I don't really know if I'm supposed to be a part of this or what. Put my drink up. And then Tucker looks at me and he's like, all right, Mr. Golf Guy, give us your speech. I got to be on stage in 90 seconds, so let's keep it quick. And I was like, oh, fuck. I don't even know what I said. I think I like blacked out. And I was like, I was expecting just to give a box to Erik and his manager and leave. Didn't have a pregame
That's
speech
what I'll
ready.
say. I mean,
now Liam's leading the pre-show.
yeah, pre-show.
Yeah.
The thing about Erik too is like you asked, like, what does Erik do? Nobody really knows. I just feel like, and you like it like that. Like I feel like he just knows everybody, knows everything, and he's not full of shit. Like you said, like sometimes people
it's crazy.
DMs are like, hey, let's do this.
Yeah.
It always works out because I know. I mean, I've been in that situation so many times.
Well,
where
that's
I'm
how
like,
we first met.
am I supposed to be? like,
Yeah,
and now I just
exactly.
know. But yeah, that's how we met.
we first connected.
Yeah, that's how we
too,
first
kind of.
connected.
Really?
Like, we had met through Colton Underwood. Another guy from the Bachelorette season Blake was on. That became the Bachelor, and Blake was here in Denver. And I always have a +1 or whoever I want to bring, and I never bring a guest. You don't have to bring that one.
I was going to say, I might have to bring that up because I got screwed that night. Yeah. Bad.
But I never bring like a +1 or 2 unless they're like, celebrity and other athletes or, people like kind of like a more elevated, group of people. So I was like, Blake, he was a big country fan. So I was like, you want to come and join? Come on.
Was it Kenny Chesney?
It might have been. No, I think it was actually Jared Neiman. Maybe?
Oh, maybe it was Neiman. Yeah.
Or Michael Ray. I
Yeah,
can't
one of
remember.
those. Maybe it's Michael Ray. Yeah.
It was a Grizzly Rose show.
But yeah.
And
And the rest is history for us.
Yeah, it was history, and then started managing him. Yeah. We kind of turned him into the DJ.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We've known each other for 7 years.
Pre-COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
7 years.
Hey guys, Liam from Pins and Aces here. I want to make sure that you guys know you can always use the code CLOSECOURSE, that's one word, CLOSECOURSE, at pinsandaces.com to get 20% off everything. But because this is the first episode and we want to say thank you for watching, use the code first episode, one word, for 40% off your entire Pins and Aces order. That's going to be limited to the first 50 people, so go ahead and use that code right now.
So then, Blake, obviously, tell the people who don't know you were on The Bachelor.
Yes.
So people kind of, that's how, I watch it with my wife.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, blame it on her. Yeah.
It's my wife. No, I actually do like
That's a
the
lie.
show.
But yeah, no, so I was on Bachelorette in 2018, and then Bachelor in Paradise in 2019, and then also Shore in 2021. So I've been on a couple different shows. And then I'm obviously big in the music scene as well. I DJ all over the world and produce music and things like that. So I've kind of been in the scene, if you will, for a while. Love sports and big golfer. So that's kind of how, I guess, Erik mentioned to me you guys, and I had already seen your stuff. I'd seen your guys' stuff, but I didn't know of your guys' like brand, but I knew of like your cool ball markers. Like a bunch of my friends had the ball markers and the Trump golf, caps, if you will. And so, head covers. Yeah. Big golfer.
Big golf guy.
The Trump cap.
So that was, and then I met you guys, and you guys are all great, and I love the company in which you guys stand for. And so, I guess the podcast, you guys had already, how long have you been doing the podcast too?
Like a couple years, probably.
Yeah, like 2.5 now.
And it's kind of changed. We've talked about, and I guess it hasn't changed, but we'll still talk about like what's going on in the business, what you guys are doing, like cool stuff coming up. But that's kind of what it was for. And there's just like a rabid, loyal Pins and Aces fan base that we kind of tapped into and can kind of get behind the scenes, which we'll still continue to do. But yeah, so we've been doing it for a couple years. And then obviously when we met Erik and then we met Blake, and he played in the Corn Ferry Monday Pro-Am or the Wednesday Pro-Am, right, with us up there. And I don't know, we just kind of became friends, and they had the podcast, and he's like, bro, you guys should do this, this, and this. I mean, they kind of put it together of, hey, let's make this podcast a little bit bigger, make Joe Rogan shaking his boots. And that's what we're coming for.
Sports we're coming for.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Exactly.
I mean, I love that you guys already have such a loyal fan base. And I think, like you mentioned, me and Erik had already had a podcast called Behind the Rose, where we interviewed a lot of people, musicians, reality stars, some athletes here and there, and we saw you guys already had a podcast in this amazing studio, and we were like, hold on a minute, I think
we could do something
here. So I do want to emphasize, we're not going to lose what you guys already had. Like, we're still going to talk business, we're still going to talk, products and sales and all that kind of stuff, and golf, but we're also going to bring in some really cool guests, and we're going to
The last thing we want to do is talk reality television.
No, trust me.
We did that for like 150 episodes.
I'm pumped to do this. So, but yeah, we're going to bring everything together, and I think it's going to be really cool to hear different people's stories about their life stories, but then also like golf and how golf has impacted their life, and how maybe they got into golf and things like that. So I think it's just going to be an all around like really cool opportunity to meet and listen to like hear from celebrities and, athletes and all that, and pros hopefully here and there, you know what I
for
mean?
sure. Because we played some rounds with some really cool people over the last 6 to 8 months, and we were like, should we try to get these on video, like make some YouTube videos? It's just hard to go out in the course and be like, hey, I need 4 hours. Some people aren't very good. They don't want their swing to be on camera, which I get. A podcast, a podcast is a little bit easier. Even I still get shit on for my swing. But
you change it every week.
Yeah, I do change it all the
Somehow
time.
it looks the same, but he's changing
somehow
it
it
every week.
still looks the same. But we're like, hey, if we're golfing with these guys, let's just bring them on the pod, talk about golf. It's a much easier thing for some of these people to do.
Yeah.
And there's so many guys who play golf as we kind of see the calendar of who's coming on.
It's like everybody's getting into golf.
Golf right now is so,
You know?
it's just, it's so, I don't know, like hot, if you will. It's always been, but it's different now, I think. Everybody's
it's
golf.
crazy. How long have you been playing for?
So my grandpa lived on a golf course since I was like 10. So I started, really young. And then my uncle is actually a pro golfer at Payne Stewart's. So when Payne Stewart passed away in the plane accident, he became the pro at that golf course in Missouri and hasn't left. So he's been the pro.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So I play. Yeah, that course kicks my ass every time I play it. But yeah, so he.
I feel every course kicks your ass.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a golf pro. So I've been around golf pretty much my whole life. I'm a fan of golf. So yeah, I love golf. So.
What course is that? You know what it is?
I don't know what. I know that's and now it makes sense because they have like Paynes Valley, so he must have been from Missouri.
Yeah, I just keep thinking of Big Cedar, but I know it's not.
I'll have to
Pull it up, Jamie.
Yeah.
Pull it up.
maybe or something.
What course was Payne Valley or Payne Stewart? What course did he grow up on?
Huh. Yeah.
Or was he a member?
They have like a whole
in Missouri.
like, shrine and memorial to him at the course. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Really?
Yeah, it's really cool. And it's an all men's course except for like I think on like a Friday they let women play or something like that. So it's old. It's still very traditional.
Old school.
Yeah, very old school.
Hickory Hill.
Yes, Hickory Hills.
There we go, Evan.
No, it was a
Hickory
tree
Hills.
of some kind. Yeah, Hickory Hills. Yeah, so it's really cool. Mm-hmm.
And Eric, you've been playing for a pretty long time. You're pretty good.
Yeah, I'd been playing since I was probably like 18, 19, but then I didn't play for a decade probably. I just really picked it back up probably over the last like 4 or 5 years.
Like COVID starting, like
Yeah.
kind of got back into it
Yeah.
with COVID, like nothing else to do.
COVID helped,
do
just
golf.
like being outside. Just
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing better than being outside when the sun's out. So
No.
Yeah.
Dude, and me and Eric used to be the same fucking talent level, and then I had a baby, and Eric decided to play 5 times a week. And now you got me by like 20 fucking strokes. Drives me crazy.
Yeah, Eric's good. He's a good player.
Yeah, he is.
I'm okay.
I feel like over the
Bad
last
moments,
year and a
bad
half, dude,
moments.
you must have cut 20 strokes off your score.
Probably.
At least. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
What happened when you played with these guys for the first time? I wasn't there. Weren't you like
yeah.
dog shit on the front?
That was funny.
Yeah,
Because I had
Something like
never,
that.
I had never played with Eric or Blake. Because you played, right?
Yeah,
it was us three, and who else was the other
was it
guy?
Ben Higgins?
No.
No.
I thought he was like a football player or something.
I can't remember now. Who was it?
Was it
Oh
single?
no, it was your buddy who is at Lakewood,
Oh, Justin Yakob.
Oh,
Justin. Yeah. So no, I mean we've talked about like, oh, Nick's really good, like you know.
He talked up the
Like,
swing and the handicap.
First hole, lose a ball left in the shit and make like double. Next hole, make bogey. I think the next hole, I'd like duck hooked it into the houses on this par 5. Luckily to make a 5 there. Next hole, it was like I hit it into like this plug bunker on the par 3, made double. So I'm like 7 over through 5. Or something. Like, what is going on?
I was
with
over there
this guy?
going, one of us. One of us.
Yeah.
And then,
and
the
then-
back 9 came around.
Well, then on like hole 9, this par 5, I'm like, all right, I'm bringing it back. I had made a couple birdies. I hit a good shot, birdied the hole before, get to like this par 5, and I like duff a chip and I throw my wedge like 100 yards. I'm like, I'm fucking
he did.
so annoying. I think I brought it to like 40 or 41 on the front, but then I think I shot 31 on the back.
You
I
shot
had like
something insane.
3
Really?
birdies in a row and then a couple more birdies, and I brought it back on the back at least.
Nick is known for his club throws.
Yeah, I've been working on it. Like I go in these waves of like, I'm a new person. I'm not that kind of guy. My kids don't care. My wife doesn't care. And then I get out there and I like 4 bogeys in a row, and I turn into like the Hulk.
Yeah.
And I just gotta release it.
Yeah.
I try never to damage the course. And like if you slam a club, in the fairway, you fix it. But I'm not trying to like, damage the course. When I throw a club, respectful club toss.
Yeah. Well, I saw you in Estes after you put 2 OB in a row. That you were pissed.
Yeah, that club went into the tree the second time. Yeah, that was bad. Well, I was leading the tournament. I shot 1 on the first day, then I piped 2 in a row OB. mental collapse.
Yeah, I was
And that really upset me.
not surprised. We've
mental
seen it
midget.
before.
Yeah, I know.
We've seen it before. It's
wasn't
pretty
good.
brutal.
Yeah, we haven't played.
Yeah.
I don't think we played golf together since.
No, we haven't.
Busy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been.
We need to
it's
get
been
out.
Busy. I've played like the least amount of golf this year. He plays all the time, and
I
you know,
thought I
so
was
when
gonna
he's
get
golf,
fired when we first met.
yeah,
We played like so much. Holy shit. We
yeah, it
played
was
so
like,
much.
Like every other day.
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, you can't because it was like you guys were playing, and then it was like, well, Aaron Gordon wants to play. All right, you probably can't say no to.
then it was like
Aaron
Gate.
Gordon.
Then it was like Gaethje wanted to play.
Then Gaethje, I'm like, you can't really say no to Gaethje. And then there was another guy in a row. It's like,
Yeah.
shit, it's like 5 days in a row.
I know.
And he's kept it up since. That's all he does is play golf. So I have to sit here and run the business.
Yeah.
He's just starting to make up people. Yeah, I'm going golfing with fucking Travis Kelce this week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, "Where's the content?" I was like, "Oh, my phone died.
yeah, I'm like,
Couldn't
where's
get
the pictures?
anything.
What do we have?
Phone died again."
Yeah.
But yeah, it has been kind of crazy. As we said, and I'm sure we'll continue to say as we meet more and more people, hear their stories. When Erik first came in, we were like, "This guy's a bullshitter."
Oh, yeah.
And to be fair, obviously he's not. The people we
No,
met,
well,
it's been wild.
what's
but-
shocking is like when someone tells you that, and because we've seen it, like you get all these messages, right?
all the
Of
time.
like,
I can
oh,
only
bro, I
imagine
can.
How many people reach out to you guys?
Oh, we can hook
looking
you. I'm a
for
talent guy, you know. I got the guy from the White Sox, and he's a pitcher. And you look at him, he's like in single A in the farm. You know, it's like, all right, man, no, we're not going to be doing this.
Yeah.
But Erik didn't like want anything for it. He's just like,
Yeah.
hey, man, you want to come play golf?
Yeah.
We're gonna play with him. Oh, you want to go to the Tucker Wetmore con? Then you're backstage, so he comes through, and like every time, it's kind of like crazier and crazier. It seems,
Yeah.
like. You know, and then it's like, oh, this is the line. It's not happening.
Yeah.
This is too crazy.
Yeah.
And then it like happens. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you know.
Now all of Nashville, every country singer is going to be rocking Pins and Aces bags.
Yeah.
Custom
Yeah.
bags.
I
know.
At the Troubadour. So
It is
Yeah.
kind of crazy. And like the Jason Aldean thing with Ashley. I mean, how
Oh
happy
yeah,
was she? That was
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. When it's Jason Aldean, she loves Brittany Aldean. We got to like talk to her.
She was so happy.
Yeah, yeah, she loved it. Yeah,
was
I'd never normally pull her into like those things, but she's like, "Oh, we gotta go. I gotta."
Yeah, that was like the one thing she wanted.
Yeah,
to do.
yeah. So it's been
great.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's gonna like this podcast will be really fun. Like I think some of the between all of our connects, I think we're gonna have some really cool guests. Some
Yeah.
really cool guests. And we're gonna hear a lot of different things about how their lives and businesses and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, and I think it'll be cool to tie in all the people that everybody knows, how it works, and how that like reflects on a real business. That side, you guys obviously do a bunch of other stuff, live interesting lives. I'm just here in the office all the time, but you know, Nick does a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, that's just so untrue. I think what's cool though is how the podcast can tie it in. Is like you get people like, you know, Derek Wolf. He
Yeah.
might come on the podcast. People are like, why is he at Pins? Or,
Yeah.
Why is Blake here? Why is this guy here? And then you can talk to him like, okay, you're in Denver for this, and you're providing some like color behind just an Instagram post of like 30 seconds or whatever
Yeah, yeah.
you're doing of like learn about this guy and learn about, you know, why he's here, what's going on.
Yeah, because I'm sure on the stories and the videos, I'm sure some people have been very confused why
Why is
Derek
Jared Freed
Wolf's
here?
here.
Why is
Yes.
Michael
Jared
Reid?
Freed, why I was giving Riley Green a bag, all that type of stuff. So hopefully when these people come onto the pod, it'll tie it together a little bit better than a 10-second Instagram story.
Yeah.
Because I have seen a lot of DMs and people swiping up, comments, all that stuff. Like, why are these people at Pins?
Yeah.
And it's kind of a crazy story, and we'll get into it, you
Well,
know,
why
as the
wouldn't
pod-
they want to be here?
Exactly.
that's great.
Exactly. But we'll get into it as it kind of goes on, but I think it'll be good. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
For sure. Yeah, so a new and rebranded
Yeah.
closed session or what closed courses, Jesus. Closed sessions.
Yeah.
Edit that.
New
Did you
rebranded
re-say that?
closed
Did you
courses.
re-say that?
It's the first podcast.
Yeah, all right.
We'll figure it out.
No, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, just start of something.
And I think you still have the closed course email up,
Yeah,
right? So
I do.
you can, you know, it's always fun to like people write in and be like, you know, hey, and I think what we can do is when people are coming on, you can like post to the story and like, hey, write your questions and you can get them and we can ask them like,
Yeah.
you know, live on the pod because I think a lot of people like doing that.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, we should be able to build out a little bit better of a schedule now with this group. For us, it was like, oh, Dustin's coming in an hour. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
now,
I was guilty of that too. I'd be like, you guys available tomorrow at
yeah,
3:30? I'm bringing so and so by.
yeah. And now we kind of get a little bit of a schedule, hopefully, give the people some chance to ask some questions. But if you guys want to see anything specific, certain questions, anything like that, closecourse@pinsandaces.com.
always
We
mess
used to
that up.
always mess that up. Closecourse@pinsandaces.com. You can always email that. We'll take a look at it. And first episode. so we'll just
Also,
kinda
let
go
us
from
know
here.
who you might want to see as
Yeah.
a guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And no name is too crazy. As we go on and you get to see more and more about Erik and Blake and what all these guys do, there's no name that's too out there.
No.
Trust us. I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, hit
That
the
is
DMs
true.
too and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well, so this is what you can expect on Close Course. Should be episodes weekly. So definitely check it out. And if you get confused down the line about who everyone is, come back to this episode, refresh yourself. But I'm super excited.
Yeah. Come back to this episode, see what's going on. There's gonna be. We'll post it to like Instagram and stuff too. But like people are gonna be like, "What?
Yeah.
Where's John? Oh well, he just sits there and he doesn't say anything, anyways."
Yeah. And if people are asking like John, Pete, Rory, we might have some of those guys on, but John doesn't like doing this stuff.
No.
Rory, he's never even here anyway. He's out golfing, doing whatever he does.
Yeah.
He's probably in the whatnot room. Skipping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
He's working.
Yeah, yeah.
He actually does work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not you so much.
Fuck you pointing at me for?
Oh, well, hey.
Yeah, but yeah. So this is the crew going forward on Close Course. We'll have some guests in here. And it's gonna be a great time.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
All right, we'll see you guys on the first real episode with the guests. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you shortly.